Hello everyone, this is Alejandra Gomez with creatingwithali.com, and I had to restart the class today because I was getting some issues with my phone. So I'm changing phones. Hopefully that helps. And I don't know, the internet should be the same on both, but on this one I keep getting this error message or something. So anyway, so hopefully that helps, and hopefully you start coming back to this video. So anyway, like I was saying, we're going to be featuring the Sunrise Sailing, which is this one. Just for those of you who might have not seen it, the bundle is called Sunrise Sailing, and it is one of those hybrid bundles because you get the stamp set, the dies, and then an embossing folder. I really like the sentiments on this one. It says, "Congratulations, you deserve the best. Happy retirement, best wishes. You are destined for great things, and ahoy." I think that this is a great set and definitely great for like masculine scarves as well. The embossing folder you have like in the scene here with the sea, the sky, and then the boat. And then the dies, oh my goodness, they're super cool. You can die cut the image, the stamped image from here. Hold on, let me show you. So you can die cut, stamp and die cut that one. You could also die cut and emboss at the same time with the folder because it cuts out this boat. And then you can also have some standalone boats that you can create, which are smaller, which I think is kind of cool. You have the clouds. There's also some, I think it's seagulls. I might be wrong. I don't know all the bird names in English, so I think it is. And then there's also these dies, which are like decorative strips that you can add to your cards. It also kind of functions as like waves in the sea. So I think, again, it's a pretty cool. It gives you different options. Anyway, so today we're going to be making 3 cards and we'll be using this set. So hopefully you'll enjoy it. Let me know if you have this set now. By the way, this set is $50.25. When you get it as a bundle, you get a 10% discount, which is kind of cool. And like I said, it's kind of cool that you get all 3 of these items in the one bundle. So anyway, before I continue, let me also just make sure that I am. Ooh, I don't even see myself here. See, like something is going on. Let me close here. Let's reopen these. I just want to make sure that I am right, just because, again, there we go. So I am here. Okay, good. I'm like, oh my goodness. And hopefully you're not seeing any more issues, because like on my end, it was kind of doing something weird. So anyway, creating with Ali. Let's share this again. Also, if you're here, let me know where you are watching this from. Even if you aren't watching the replay, thank you so much for watching. Also, let me know where you're from. And also, if you have any crafty friends, please do share the video. It always helps me a lot. So thank you. Alrighty, so as far as card classes, before we start, I always like to talk slightly about card classes. So let me just go through some of the things that I have going on, and then we'll go from there. So first things is the card club. So card club, I mentioned last week, we released the Perfectly Paired card class, which is featuring a new online exclusive, which is going to be coming next month. And I just love all of the cards, to be honest. It kind of reminds me a lot to that set that we used to have with the peaches, right? So anyway, so these are the 5 cards that you get on Card Club. It includes about $25 worth of products, all the supplies to make the 5 cards. You will get a spool of the ribbon and then some gems that are from the suite, and as well the half of the designer series paper. So anyway, you can read more about Card Club at creatingwithali.com/Card Club. But this is my subscription program where once you're in, you stay for however long you want. And every month you'll get a kit where I feature 1 bundle. Now, if you don't have the bundle, if you want to add it during the month of that Card Club, you get it actually at a discount because I give it at my cost, meaning you don't pay shipping or taxes. That's like a perk of being in the club. And then also, if you stay with me for 6 consecutive months, you also get a goodie bag on your 6th month. So there's a lot of perks of being in Card Club, and definitely I would suggest you go and check it out. Once I upload this onto YouTube, make sure you check here on the corner. I usually have the link there so that you can look more for it, and also below on the description you can see more about the card club. So anyway, it is $45, like I said. If you want to give it a try and just want the 1 month, you can always email me and I'll send you a separate PayPal invoice, which is $48 for those of you who just want to have the 1 month just to see what it is. But again, you get the best value when you are on Card Club, and that's when you start accumulating the perks to get the the goodie bag on your 6th month, as well as the stamp set or the bundle at my cost. So anyway, one thing I do want to make sure you know is that once you subscribe, again, creatingwithali.com/card club, there is a form where you can, well, you can subscribe there, but once you subscribe, make sure you go to that Google form. It's right there on that same page. Mainly because that's where you're telling me where do you want me to mail that kit. Sometimes you don't fill it out and only have the information from PayPal, but I don't like to rely only on that. So I highly suggest you fill out that Google form, because that way we ensure that I am shipping the kit where it's supposed to go. The other thing that you can go and see on that same page is that I have there all the past card classes or the past card clubs, just to give you an idea of what they are or how they look. And also you can buy the tutorials right there, or you can get them at my store at creatingwithali.com/shop. So, all right, so that's that. The next card class that I have, which we've been promoting it so far, is the Coneflowers Stamp Along, which it is featuring the Coneflower Celebrations, which is right here. The bundle is $53. And for this card class, I am offering a kit for the Facebook Live that is about the 7th of July, 7th or 8th of July, whichever is a Tuesday. And so we're going to be stamping together. Your kit will have 2 of each of the cards, so it's 8 cards total. All the things that have to be embossed will be embossed. You do need to have that bundle. Like I said, that bundle is $53 on our store at stampinup.com, plus shipping, plus tax, of course. And you get some of the gems. One thing, though, that I need to make sure you know is that these gems are on back order, so I might have to be changing them. I might be doing either the Druzy gems or another sparkling one. There's the sparkling gems as well, so I'll have to figure out which ones. But your cards will look fine because, again, I'm using this more as an embellishment. And these gems are arriving until July 17th or July 7th, which is pretty much right when we're having that class. So for that reason, I will have to substitute that those gems, okay? But other than that, everything so far is there. The designer series paper came back, so for those of you who have already purchased the kit, I've already purchased those designer series paper, so I have that part as well as the ribbon. So anyway, so make sure you're on my mailing list. So again, you can see it here below in the description if you're watching this on YouTube, the link, and also here on Facebook, the link to sign up for my mailing list, because that's where I send the registration link for this card class. The next one is the Happy Hibiscus, which we showcased last week, right? That was our last card class. And so this one, same thing. I guess I am in the orange pink vibes right now, because this one used melon mambo and pumpkin pie. The other one was the Timmy Tiger and the strawberry slush. So it's still the same pink and orange. I'm very happy cards, as you can see. And I am offering the kit to get everything to make the cards. Again, you do need to have the Happy Hibiscus bundle, just to make sure that you can cut out all the pieces. Everything else that is not included on that bundle, I will be cutting myself or embossing myself. What else? I think that's it. So anyway, again, make sure you're in the mailing list. And or if you're watching this, you can always email me or PM me on Facebook, and I'll be more than happy to send you an invoice or a link to register for this card class. And then the last thing I wanted to mention is that we just closed the doors for a paper share, which is a class that is going to have here, I think, in 2 weeks. We just closed this Monday, and we're mailing during the weekend. So anyway, just want to show you the projects. I do have the option to still get you into the party only. No more make and take kits for this one because we already sold out those. But if you're interested in just getting into the Facebook Live where the presentations or the card classes are going to be there, make sure you let me know and I can send you a link for that. Let me just show you here the sneak peek of the cards so you can see them. It is 8 cards. We feature 1 designer series paper from all of the different and I'm excited because I got the ones from Jennifer today. And but we make a card with every single paper pack of the new Stampin' Up catalog, and also some of the online exclusives. So you end up making 8 cards, as you can see here. And I think they all came out really cute. And I know that you're going to enjoy it. So anyway, at this point, like I said, I only have options to get you into the online party. So let me know if you're interested in that and I'll send you the link for that. Okay. All right. So because of that, sorry, we're done with that. I think I can just now flip the camera and then go from here. Oh, and by the way, we still have, let me turn this. We still have going on our sale. Let me just move things around. We have our sale going on for the 50% of for the BOGO, 50% of our suites, which I'm not using one of those, but please know that you can get the products from a suite and the suites. You buy one and get the second one 50% off, but it is from the lowest item. And again, it could include the whole suite or it could include an item of the suite. So if you're getting 2 suites, I highly suggest do not add any of the embellishments or the DSP because the 50% will be off the lowest price. So just be strategic as to how you're placing your orders. If you're like I said, if you're getting 2 suites, make sure you put them all in one order. Plus, you also get your 10% back on the rewards for that future order. So anyway, so here we have it. We're going to start with card number 1. Oh, let me move my chair too. And we'll go from there. Oh, let me get water. Hold on. I'm starting to get... Sorry. Otherwise, I'm going to be coughing. So, I have these as my card. Ooh, did I move this other piece? Yeah. I have to check that. Okay, so what I have here is I cut out, let me just tell you here. So I have a piece of this new in color cloud cover. Is that right? Cloud cover? Yes. And this one is 7 1/4 by 5 1/2, and I scored these at 4 1/4. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and fold this one on that score mark. Okay, and again, this is 7 1/4 by 5 1/2, and I scored at 4 1/4. So I have a regular size card. Then I cut out a piece of basic white, and what I did was I cut it out at 5 1/4, and then this is 8 1/2, and then I cut out this piece at 4, and then I embossed this one. Now, one thing I want to make sure you know, I pre-emboss everything beforehand just because that way it goes faster. But when you score this one, make sure you are aligning it right here on this line, or for this piece in particular, or maybe a little bit more. And the reason is that I am going to be cutting out this piece, and I want this one to cover this gap. Okay, so I need at least 1 inch from here because this one is 4 by 5 1/4. Like this part, let me just show you here. This part is going to be 4 by 5 1/4, right? And so I want to cover at least this section, which is about an inch. Let me see. Is this an inch? It's actually an 1 1/8. So I need at least that part. So this is where I was telling you, I want to make sure I have enough. So when you have this, this paper, make sure you emboss. So for those of you, of course, that get the kit, you can get the kit when you purchase with me $35 or more during this week. The last day to place your order will be Sunday. But anyway, when you get your piece, make sure you are either aligned to that line or slightly over that line on this side, right? So that you have enough space, because I want to make sure that this side is like 1 1/4, right? So a lot of talking, but yeah, that's what we're trying to do. And so then we're going to go ahead and cut that part. Now for this side, you need 2 3/4, because I want to have like a 1/4 of an inch border. So this one is 3 by 5.5. So I want this one to be 2 3/4 by 5 1/4. Okay. So the first one will be to cut this section, and hopefully that makes sense. But I want to have this one aligned to this. And see, there's no boat. That's the thing. I don't want to have any of the boat showing on this section. And then this one, I want it to be 2 3/4, okay? And this one is okay because I'm going to be covering some of that. So I am good with that. But this one is going to go right here. And this one is going to go right here. And before I did that, I should have... Can I do a little bit of embossing? I'm sorry, sponging, and I totally forgot about that. So give me a second. I have a blue here, a blue sponge for blending. Oh, yeah, and I have a blue right now, and I'm gonna be using like I don't know if the pool party. I didn't do any testing here. But I want something really soft. So maybe like a balmy blue, or is pool party. I think pool party is like too bright. So maybe like balmy blue. Let me make a test here. So we're gonna be doing the full experience. You know that I never have really the card done until I am right here with you, right? You know that part. So here we go. We're gonna go ahead and... Oh, yeah. Yeah. Because I want to have... Yeah, that's good. Okay, I'm going to go with this one. So I am good. So I want to have a little bit of that blue on this section on the C. And probably I should have had it before I did all that, but that's okay. But it's only a little bit on this one and a little bit of that one, okay? So I'm going to start off. And it's very subtle. I don't want it to be... too much, you know, especially because I'm using that cloud cover as my base. So I want something really soft, and I don't know that you can actually see it on the camera. I can see it here, and then a little bit on the clouds too. And again, I'm using one of the blending blushes, and so you can see here, you can see a little bit more there, and then really less here. But this is gonna go right here. Yes. So it kind of gives, I don't know if you can see it better that way. See how you have a very subtle, and I might want to have slightly more here. Because I don't think I see any of this one here. There you go. There you go. Yeah, you can see it more now. If I show it to you, you can see slightly more. Again, I'm using balmy blue. And I'm starting out, and then I'm not adding a lot of color or a lot into my blending brush, okay? Okay, so I'm gonna go with that. It's not a lot, and I want a very subtle look. Let me clean this. Let me know if you have any questions, by the way. I tried to see them. Let me see. Do I have my... I have here the other phone so I can kind of check in your comments. But you can kind of see how this is looking. See? This is looking like so. And I have that one right there. And then... So I'm going to be gluing those things here. And then I have this. So I cut out with the dies. This one, let me show you here what I cut out. Where are the die set? Where is the die set? Here. Oh, here. I cut out this one and then this one with the what is it? Secret C. And I'm going to be gluing out this one, okay? So we're going to go ahead. Oh, be careful because it's a little bit delicate on this section. So you just need a little bit of that. And it's gonna go this way, okay? So let it dry for a second. And then as far as these pieces, so I have this one to be 2 1/4 by 4, and then I have a piece that is 2 by 3 3/4. Okay, so this was gonna go right here, and then this one is gonna go right there, like so. Okay, now for this one though, I like the sentiment says you are destined for great things. You know, I like that one a lot. Also, let me tell you, as I was doing this, I saw these stamp set, and I think that this will be a great one as well, and it's called The Right Words. And I love the one, I love this one. I wish I had the right words for a time like this. I don't know, it made me think that would be really nice. Thinking of you as well. Also for like sympathy cards will be really nice. So this one, hoping the lows you feel right now will be eased by the wonderful memories. I don't know. I thought that that one could also be really nice. And then I love this one. I really don't like that you're leaving, but I hope that you love where you're going. I thought that one was also an amazing sentiment for a set like that, because again, so anyway, so think about those things, right? I will be going with the one for this set, so I'm not adding too many things, but if you are looking for a stamp set, you know, for sentiments, I think this one, it's a great one to have. So anyway, so let me get, oh, I already have it. So I'm going to go ahead and add this one with the Secret C, which I should have somewhere here. Oh, here. I'm like, what happened to those colors here? So I have this one. So I thought we can have, let me add this one. All right. And then, so this one is going to go somewhere here. So it says it's going to go somewhere here, like so. I'm going to be adding this. I'm going to have this one here. I'm going to be adding some of the gems from the ink colors. Right? And I thought we could be adding some of the... okay, give me a second. Oh, this one. So I end up... You know that for this one, you can get the on ink spots, which I don't have right now here, and then get the cloud cover re-inker. I did end up buying one of these, and so I know that, you know, it might be defective. We'll see it, but I might want to be adding some of these little birds. Again, is this a seagull? I think it's a seagull, right? Maybe. And I feel like I might want to be adding one of these. I think it's fine. I think it looks good. Okay. And then on this one, I might want to be having, let's see, this is going to go right here. I might want to put another one right there. Oh. You see? So, alrighty. Let's go ahead and start stamping things. So I'm going to go ahead and glue this one. Hi, Helen. Oh, thank you so much for sharing, Cindy. I appreciate it. Hi, Christine. All right, I'm starting to see. Hi, Carol. Hi, hola, gordita. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Jody. Hi, Luis. Oh, thank you so much for being here. All right, so we're going to go ahead and add this one to this one. All right, so we're going to go ahead and add this one right here. See how we have that? And then I'm going to be adding this one right there. Now, anytime you're doing an emboss piece, you want to be careful because you might be ripping the paper. So be gentle as you're using. You can also use your liquid adhesive. I feel like I only use liquid adhesive for the detail pieces, and I'm always using the seal. But the seal can, like I said, the seal can't rip the paper, and that's okay. You just need to stop and then change direction. So here is how it looks. See how you can see slightly some of the blue. I didn't want to go too aggressive with the blue, mainly because I have a really soft blue on my card base. Then we're going to go ahead and add this one. And we're going to be covering, see, I'm going to be covering that right here. So you don't really see that boat, right? The one that is embossed, but I'm seeing all the sea and the clouds. So I'm going to be adding adhesive on this section. You could also add dimensionals. And in fact, why don't we do that? But before we do that, I'm going to go ahead and add this one. So for this one, I want to be a little bit off. Okay. I might need to add a little bit of this. Okay. And then I feel like I can then add dimensionals on this section. Yes. Okay, let's add dimensionals. Hold on, which section? This section. I'm like, hold on. Let's think through these. And let's cut out. Okay. Okay, and then I was thinking of the gems from the Ink Colors Wish. What did I do? I'm already using my second pack, so these have been very popular for me. And so I was thinking we could use some of these, since I have, see how I am tending to use a lot of the bright colors, but I figure, why don't we use this with that? And so I don't know, I can use some of the dark ones, you know, just to bring more of that to the rest of the card, if you will. So anyway. Oh, where did you go? Oh, here. There you go. There you go. All right, so here is your first card. So very, very simple, as you can see. And really the work is that embossing folder, to be honest. So anyway, so let's go with card number 2, which I am very excited. Now, this one was more from, I saw a card from someone else on Pinterest, and I loved it. I don't remember the name. I'm sorry about that. So I'm doing like my take, but yeah, this idea came from there. And this time I'm using the, what is this color? Secret Sea, 8.5 by 5.5. And for this one, I have a piece of Secret Sea that is 4 by 5.25. I've already embossed this one with the waves. What is the name? Soft Waves, which is this one. So this one goes really well with that, as you can see. And so this is what we're going to be kind of working with. I have like cut the both of those boats, the small and the larger one, with cloud cover, and then this is pecan pie. Let me get more water, because clearly I have a dry mouth today. So we're gonna go ahead and glue these ones already. We're gonna go ahead and get this guy aligned. Okay, so here is how it looks. And then we're gonna have the same thing with this one. Okay. And then I'll have, this is the larger circle from the Stylish Shapes. And I want to be adding these two. I think I'm going to be adding like dimensionals or something. So I could probably have something. Let me see, how would I want this? Or maybe have this one here. Yeah, maybe this one here and then this one right there. Nope, I like better the small one. You have to be gentle with this. Yeah, I think I like that one better. And then I did cut out the clouds. So I could easily have one cloud here and one there. And then have this one here. Now, in my head, I was thinking... oh, I'm sorry. I was thinking we can add our sentiment here. I don't know. And I did like a lot that other sentiment, and I was thinking maybe we can add that sentiment again, which I think I like that one again. You know? I honestly think that this could be great for like graduation cards, you know? As you're sending them off to the new adventure, right? When they finish, I don't know, either high school or the university. I think that this one, it's a great one for like graduation, I was thinking. So I like that a lot. Like I said, I also like the colors for like a sympathy card. Yeah. And have this one come this way. Something like that. And then I feel like for this one, I might want to have a bow or something, don't you think? So, we can use a white ribbon. No, white will not show. Maybe the blue. Maybe the cloth cover. Maybe we can see if we can put a bow. I don't know. You tell me. Although, I don't know. We might not need to have bows in the sea. But I love having bows every time I can, to be honest. You tell me if we want to have a bow or not bow. Okay, so maybe I just add something here. I do like the bow, though. So I might go with that. Let's start gluing things, and you tell me. Do you think we need to have a bow or no bow? Alright, so first things first. I think I need to add here this one. Oh, let me get my silicone sheet. I've been putting this one so that I don't get any of the adhesive. You know, because sometimes I end up having some of these on my glass, which is okay because I can clean it up, but you know. So I want this one to be somewhere here. I don't know. What do you think? Bow or no bow? Oh, I don't see any comments. I might go with the bow then. I do want to have this one, but with pop-up. Is there any preference with that, with the bow or no bow, by the way? I haven't seen any comments. I might go with the bow then. Oh, before I do that, hold on. Because I want to put this one's first. Ooh, I like this idea. I like this idea. I'm going to put this one flat and then this one up. Oh, you know what? I need to use this one instead. Like there are, I don't want to say swimming, but you know, they're like in different views, right? And so I'll have this one come this one. Ooh, I like that. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and put this one with dimensionals. then I'm going to cut this.
Mamá, hola. Voy a abrir, abuelita está arriba, está abajo y me voy con la abuelita para ella quererla a mí. Get out. Let's get out.
So the little one's coming from their gymnastics, and they just came back shining out for her grandmother. Or their grandmother, I should say, because it was Oliver and Addie. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and add this one right here. And see, I'm going to be adding, no, I like this one somewhere there. And then I'll have this one right here. Ooh, I'm liking how it's looking. All right. Let's see. I'm going to go ahead and add this one. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and add this one to this. All right, and now I'm going to go ahead and glue this one. Anytime I do tone on tone, I do like using the dimensionals. Okay, so now let's see. Let's think about that bow. I do like the idea of the bow, to be honest. So I'm going to go ahead for it. I didn't see any comments, so I'm just going to go with it. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, so now. Go ahead and add the bow. I'm going to cut slightly this one. This is slightly longer than what I like. So I'm going to go with this. And then let's add some of these gems. And I'm going to be adding the light ones this time. Okay. And you could, I didn't do this, but you could even add one of these. Ooh, you know what? Maybe we add one of these. But I want to be adding it now with the... Now, I should have done it, so we'll see how that goes. And if something goes wrong, we'll see what happens, but you should have done this like before then. But I like this little bird. All right, so here is the card. Look how beautiful this looks. Very, very simple, right? See that? And like I said, I like this sentiment. I feel like this one is like for graduation. I don't know. I love that. Okay, so the next one. Let's go with the next one. I'm gonna go ahead and bring scrap of what is this color? Basic white. And for this one, we're gonna go ahead and stamp. And in fact, I'm gonna put it this way just because I want to do another one. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this one this way. I'm gonna be using the what is this? This is basic black, although I could easily use the Secret Sea. And I'm putting this one because I'm going to be like cutting it, okay? And that way I can get another one from here. It's just for me to get that. All right, then I'm going to go ahead and bring the pecan pie. And I'm going to be using this image. And I'm going to be lining it up on a stamp. All right, and then I'm going to bring the real red. So let me... And I'm going to stamp this. There we go. Okay. Now we're going to go ahead and die cut it. Okay. You're going to bring your dies. Whoosh. I don't even know what I did with my dies. Oh, here. So you're just going to go ahead and bring this die. And then die cut it. Okay. Now I've done that already. So here we have it. I have this one already done. I'll be using this one for another card. Like I said, I love this set because I think it will be great for like masculine cards, don't you think? All right, so anyway, so then let me just bring my next pieces. So I have these. Let's see. All right, so for this one I have again the clover. No, cloud cover, not clover. Cloud cover. I don't know why I keep calling clover. It's cloud cover, 8.5 by 5.5. And I'm going to go ahead and fold it in half. I have a piece of Secret Sea, and this one is 4.25 by 3.25, if I remember. Yes, 3.25 by 4.25. Okay. And then I have a piece of designer series paper, and this one is 3 by 4. Now, you might be asking, where is this paper from? Okay, this is from a DSP that is part of our, what is this called? What is this called? Part of like the scrapbook line, but you can get the designer series paper by itself, so you don't have to be getting the scrapbook. This one is called Weekend Adventures 12 by 12, and you can get this one just as it is, or you can get the sticker sheet as well with this one, which you can use for your for your scrapbooking. Now it only comes with 3 different designs, as you can see. So we have this one, you know, with the, I don't know, step foots, and then I don't know how you call this thing, the compass with some mugs and stars. It's kind of cute, very masculine. Then this side, which for me it looked like stars. Then you have the pine trees with the acorns, and then you have the lines, black and white, with the what is this, like a flannel type of design, or like, oh, what is the name? It's not gingham. What is this one? I cannot remember right now how you call that pattern, but you see it. So anyway, so I'm using these because I thought these look like the sky, right? Like it is in the night. And then we have now from our scrapbooking section, we have these two-tone cardstock, which is a 12 by 12. Each pack comes with 10 sheets of each of the colors. So let me just show you. So it comes like this, right? And you get 10 sheets of this one, and you can see the dark side, right? You can see here a dark side and then a lighter tone of the same. So I've used that one. I cut out a strip that was 1 inch and then cut out 3 pieces, and these are 3 by 1, and I'm gonna be ripping it, okay? Because I felt like this one could look like waves. You know how in the sky, sorry, in the sea, you kind of see white and the blue. So I thought, oh, why don't we play it with this and do that, right? Now I'm using the darker section, sorry, the darker side, and I'm ripping towards me to get that white. If I do it on the other side, see, this is the light. I felt like that kind of was lost with this color, and so this is why I'm using the dark. See, and I'm going to be stacking them. And in fact, I have one more already done, so let me have that one. Let me see, do I want to have one more? I have, because I was playing with it just to see how it would look. You know, I don't design the whole card, but I do try to have some elements to kind of give an idea how it looks. I do have to have an idea. So see how it kind of looks cool, don't you think? And then I'll have my boat here. Love it. And then some of the clouds right here. So I'll have one there and one there, so something like that. And then for this one, I thought, why don't we stamp the bottom of this, right? Like somewhere here. And so we can go with happy retirement, you know. I think that one would be great for someone that is retiring. I also like this one, says best wishes, because I can send it for so many things, or congratulations. I'm gonna go with best wishes just because I don't have anyone right now retiring that I know of, and so I feel like I can use the best wishes for everything. So I'm gonna go ahead and bring the best wishes, and I'm gonna be stamping it on my card like directly. Hold on. Okay, and I know I'm gonna be needing, for right now, I'm just gonna go ahead and put this one like so, just so I can get an idea of where this one will go. So I need it to be somewhere here, okay? So let me put this one here, just so I know. Putting the ruler just is not moving around, not because I'm measuring anything, okay? Sometimes I get questions like that, but I'm not measuring anything. I'm just adding it to hold, and I'm gonna be putting best wishes right here. Okay, the other thing that I'm gonna be doing is, I kind of know, are there any seagulls at night? I don't know, I have no clue, but let's pretend that we do. So I'm gonna put that one right here, and where's the other one? Here. And I'll have this one right there. So I'm gonna put one seagull somewhere here and one here, you know, because why not? You know, I love it. There you go. All right, I'm gonna go with that. I'm gonna go with that. Let me move these things. So now it's time for us to assemble. Where is my thing here? So first things first. Now I feel like I have like a little something here. Like a little, yeah. There we go. And so I'm gonna go ahead and start with these things. So I kind of need to know where these go, you know? Okay. Then I'm going to go ahead and do the next one. Okay. Oh, and see, I'm kind of crooked, which is fine. It's fine. Now I might need to cut out a little bit here. This is why I'm doing this before I put it on the blue cardstock. I think I'm fine. Do I have anything? No. And then I'm going to be adding this one right there. So glue those pieces first. And then add this one to your cardstock, right? So there we go. Now let's think about how we're gonna be adding this one. I'm gonna be adding. Do we want this to be? No, I do want it to be here. So I want this ones to be popped up. You know. So let's glue this one flat then. Okay. And all right, so now we're going to be adding some, and I don't know what you think. I'm not seeing any comments, to be honest. I don't know if you're commenting or not. Hopefully all is good on your end. But I don't see any comments on either phone, which I think is weird. Anyway. And you know me, I love to add lots of different dimensionals. Alright, so now, oh, and then this one. Let's add this one too, so that I can tell where we're going to be adding those. Okay. Okay. I feel like that's okay. Okay. Okay, so now I'm going to be adding this one right there. Yep. Okay, now I'm not really sure I want to add any of the gems on this one. I feel like it looks nice as it is, so I'm gonna leave it like that. I don't think that it needs either a bow or a dot. Just let me know. What do you think? You like it? This one, I don't know. I'll show all the other ones. Let me just clean this one because I don't want to be Like, I feel like as I start putting all the cards back here, or, from where I have them to the section, I'm going to get them stained. So let me clean real quick. And then I'll put all of them here so you can kind of see them. I'm just using the chamois. And we're going to be pretty much done with the card class tonight. You can see how easy they wear. Look at this. And you tell me which one is your favorite. I feel like it has different, I don't know, like different looks, if you will. And that's what I love so much, this bundle, because it gives you different options. I would love to do this one with maybe one of those just to see how it looks. Although I kind of like that one. Kind of looks like a shadow boat at a distance. I don't know. I like this one a lot. And I don't know, I always love the stamping part, so I like that one as well. So let me know which one is your favorite. And like I said, you can get the card kit to get these cards in the mail. Just make sure you place an order between now and, what is Sunday? Hold on. Sunday is the 22nd. So between now and June 22nd, if you place an order that is $35 or more, you're going to be able to get this card kit in the mail. And then what else? I'm not sending any more of the gems, but you are getting now a 10% back on your stamping, as a stamping rewards that you can use for future orders. So, you are more than welcome to use those rewards for you to use it towards your gems. Okay, so let me see. Do I have any comments? Like I said, I'm not seeing any comments, so we'll see. Which one is your favorite? I always like to see. Okay, so Betsy says she loves all three. Jody says the last one is her favorite, so number 3. Flo says she loves number 2 the best. Okay, so I think it's between those two. I know, they're really nice and they're very easy, and I think that like I said, you can easily make this for like masculine cards and like graduations. I felt like this one was a great sentiment for graduations. And like I said, I felt also like this set would be great to be pairing it with the Right Words stamp set. It does says, but just know how much I love and care about you. I wish I had the right words for a time like this. So these two kind of go together, right? Like one outside and one on the inside. I know a good thing when I see it, and I see lots of good things in you, sending good vibes. And then you are so kind. There is a lot thinking of you a lot. I really don't like that you are leaving, but I hope you love where you're going. I love that one, especially for when like people go to different jobs. I don't know. I do work, so I feel like that one is just perfect for those times when people are going to a different company. And then there's this one says, to someone worth celebrating every single day. I love that one. Thanks so much for thinking of me. Happy birthday. Hoping the loss you feel right now will be eased by the wonderful memories. I love that one. Forever love, forever remember. And then I miss you already. See, like these two could go together, right? Like I said, I felt like this one will be great. And with the boats, sailing, I think it will be really great. So anyway, so like I said, you can get the card kit to make these cards when you place an order of $35. Also, don't forget, we do have that BOGO sale. So anything on a suite, it's included on that BOGO sale. So for once you place one order for the one item, the next item, if it is on a suite, you can mix and match. So a DSP and embellishments, or 2 suites, or 2 DSPs, or a bundle and another bundle. Everything that you have that way, one is going to be full price and then the other one will be at a discount. But the lower item is the one that has the 50% off. So make sure you're looking into that. You can see clearly on your cart which item is being discounted, so that way you can kind of review how you want to place it, okay? How you can maximize that offer. So anyway, so thank you so much. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you next week. Bye for now.